Some celebs pull up loco. You know we up next, pull up mobos. They gon' be there on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. Photo now. For now, I'm loco. Bumping off the server beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud, I'm more loud.
My peoples, man, smash them likes on your way in. You know, we're always here. Man United news, a bit of everything as well. Chelsea, Arsenal, there's loads going on right now. Too much fugazi stuff to not be involved and let you know what's going on. So let's get it, man. We're going to get into it. There's a bit of PGMOL rubbish going around, man. You know they want Arsenal to win this league. They've gone 20 years without a league. It's like they're feeling sorry for them, bro. I don't know what's really going on, but everything's coming out one by one. Look at this. 3 VAR mistakes that have benefited Arsenal in the Premier League title bid. This has come out today. Yeah, you know when they come out and they set things right and PGMOL apologized. They've done that today, apologized and said 3 times Arsenal should have conceded a penalty, but the PGMOL said no. They said no. The referee said no. The VAR said no. Crazy stuff going on, as you can see. Look, I'll show you some more stuff about it. Everyone's going mad. It's all over the place. There's a conspiracy. And you remember, Arsenal's the ones that always crying. Their fans are the main fans that cry about everything. So now we're letting it be known, yo, you're not going to win this league by cheating, basically. VAR helped you out. And if you look at this, look, the Premier League key match has voted that Brighton should have been awarded a penalty. So they've conceded. They won 1-0. If Brighton had a penalty, that's 1-1. You know what I'm saying? In December, KMI voted that Everton should have had a penalty. When Saliba kicked Barry, he kicked Barry literally, and they didn't give the penalty. That was 1-0 as well. So imagine both of them games, 1-0, 1-0. Both came out and said, yo, that's 4 points dropped. And then there's Rice as well. There's another one that came out and said Declan Rice, there should have been a penalty, which is this picture here. That was a penalty as well. They said 3 mistakes. So that's 6 points. If you look at the title, bro, Manchester City's got a game in hand and then 9 points behind them. Is it 9 points or 10 points? 9 points behind with a game in hand. They won that, they would have been drawing and they would have went to the Etihad and played each other. So this is something that they cry about all the time. At least it's getting put out there now that, yo, there's some fugazi stuff going on here. Yeah, and everyone's putting out their pictures. Like, everyone's going mad. And this is what the Sky Sports Premier League, this is what the Premier League main guy, this is him in the picture. And this is what he said. We have a strategic plan at the Premier League to put a new name on the trophy every 6 years. Bruv, they've not conceded a penalty all season. How can you not concede a penalty all season and have 3 decisions go your way in VAR and they've said no? 3 penalties. They've said no, and then they've came out after and said, you know what, it was a penalty. We apologize. We're sorry. Do you know how crazy that is? And my man came out and said, we want a new winner every 6 years. This is the video that he literally says it in. Here it is right here, look.
We have a strategic plan at the Premier League, and the strategic.
Yeah, he says we want a new winner every single 6 years. So I don't know what's going on, bro, but they've not conceded 1 penalty in the whole league, and 3 of them should have been penalties. Crazy. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone's going mad. So these Arsenal fans, I hate them. There's no team I hate in this league more than Arsenal. And this is the shit why, because they complain and cry about everything. So it's only right now we kind of, you get it, we let it be known what's going on, especially if it goes back on them, these pussies. And they're winning this league and they're not even winning it. They're not even winning it just normal, bro. They're out here doing loads, set pieces galore, and they want to be talking about Bruno. It's crazy, man. But we'll get into the rest of the news anyway, man. There's loads going on, like I said. Manchester United news in abundance. And then we've got, obviously, look at this guy now. So, look, this stuff's come out about the boy Garnacho. They're all onto him. All the Chelsea fans are saying it's him. It's got to be, it's a coincidence. 2 times in a row now that they've been hit with a leak. You understand? And remember, every time he never used to start for Man United, this guy started leaking stuff. So nobody knows. Look, we even got nobody knows trending. Nobody knows. But they're saying it's Garnacho. A lot of them are coming out. A lot of our ones The Man United content creators are coming out here and saying it's Garnacho as well. It's crazy. It's all over the place. But obviously, they've been hit with another team leak, which is mad because Garnacho was out here leaking everything. Every time he didn't start, he was upset. He'll tell his little brother will let it be known. The only reason they're saying it might not be Garnacho is because it's the French media that knows about it 2 times in a row. Bro, you never know with this Garnacho guy. We were getting things leaked when we're going to Bilbao. Who cares? We're going to play Bilbao in Spain and we was having the team leaked. So it doesn't matter who you're going to play, bro. He will leak anything. But they're hit with another leak. And like I said, everyone's going mad. Everyone's laughing about it. I see, what was his name? Adam McCullough. And a couple other men came out and they was talking about it. And everyone's like, right, it can't be him, can it? And a lot of the Chelsea fans are sitting there saying, wait a minute. Could it actually be this geezer? It's crazy. But we'll see. Look, the results are anonymous. Where is it? Let me try to show you the Garnacho stuff now. Where is he? This geezer, he never stops doing what he's doing. Never stop anyway. He's not our problem anymore anyway. Where is it, man? Ooh. And the player of the year as well. I should have put that in the title. That's going to come as well. That player of the year stuff, Arsenal fans are going crazy. It has to be a player that's in the team. Why? Why does it have to be someone that's in the team that wins it when there wasn't the best player of the year? You know, they just always want something to cry about. This is what I'm saying. Oh, gosh. Where is this Garnacho thing? One was better, but you can't get caught. Boom, boom, boom. I can't see it, man. I can't see it. But yeah, my peoples, man, we'll get into it anyway. But Garnacho is out here getting accused of doing what he does. It's crazy. Let me put this on charge. Oh, my days. Yeah, it's crazy. The boy Garnacho never stops, blood. He stops working. You piss him off, you know exactly what he's going to do. The man's out here leaking up the place, as he does. Let me type in his name, because, bro, everyone was onto him. Even the Chelsea fans are saying, bruv, can it be this guy? Do we know? Etc. I don't know. But how much time did this guy leak the team news? Look, all I've typed in is Garnacho, right? Yeah? Look at this. Look at the top. Garnacho at the top. Look at what's coming up. Look, Chelsea team news has been leaked. Look, who's leaking the news to the French media for the 2nd week in a row then? Should be sold immediately. He knows who it is. You know what I'm going to say? Let's be real. Chelsea team news suddenly seems a bit leaky. You understand? So they're pissed off about that. Why are they pissed off? PSG don't care. They're still going to smack them. He said it should be sold. Look what's going on. Thank you, man. United. Everyone's onto him. They know it's him. He's definitely not starting. Remember, Neto's back. Neto hasn't got a ban. Neto will start. This is ridiculous. Who is the Judas? They were onto him, bro. Man United lineups. Look, Man United lineups were getting leaked every week until this summer. I'll leave you to draw your own conclusions. Garnacho, he's back to his old tricks. Viva Garnacho. I bet he doesn't start today because Neto can start. João Pedro, Palmer, Enzo plays on the wing sometimes as well. This geezer just doesn't miss, man. And a lot of them are saying they think they're going to bring it back and do a comeback today, which is mental. I don't know, man. I can see PSG definitely scoring. They might beat them on the day. They might win a little 2-1 or 1-0 or something, but PSG will definitely score. I'll tell you that for free. But we'll see. But yeah, man, that was a little laugh. I thought I'd bring it to you lot because they are sitting there doing a thorough investigation. Who is leaking the team? We don't know who's leaking it, but I'm sure man's got an idea of who might be involved in it. So we'll see, man. We'll see what happens, man. Obviously, we got some transfer news coming up for Man United. There's a bit of that going on as well. I'm going to show you that in a second. Arsenal, though, I'm telling you, these people, man, they're getting lucky this season, man. How can you not concede a penalty the whole season and then 3 VAR moments come out and say, yeah, we were wrong? That's crazy, man. I hate them. There's no other team in the league I hate more than them. I have to go back to this. It's just doing my head in. 3 VAR penalties. Everton, Declan Rice against Chelsea. Every game they won 1-0, by the way. They won 1-0 for 3 games, and 3 of them penalties, VAR's come and said we should have gave a penalty against them. 3 games. That's 6 points dropped. And then 9 points clear. 6 points would have been dropped. 2-2-2. Not even, yeah, 6 points. Crazy. I hate this league, man. They're moving mad, but they cry about all of this. We don't cry about it. Everyone just moves on. But if it was them, bro, They don't stop crying about it, bro. You know Arsenal fans already. They just don't stop. When they start, they don't stop. But it's cool anyway. Eddie Howe just came out a minute ago. Fabrizio's put it on his thing. I don't know what this means, bro, because I just think this is managers doing what managers do. So I can't see this being anything important. But this is what Eddie Howe's just come out and said. Remember, Tonali is on our list when it comes to midfielders in the summer. Elliot Anderson's top of the list. Belieber, João Gomez, Wharton. Tonali's obviously on that list as well. But this is what Eddie Howe's saying, and Fabrizio's obviously put it out there on Tonali's future. The person that matters the most is Sandro. I see him totally committed. Blah, blah, blah. What does that mean, though? What does that mean that you see him totally committed? Do you know what I'm saying? He's here for the team, not for himself. Forget the noise around him. He's just fully committed. Bro, his agent has been putting it out there. I want to go. Get me a move as soon as possible. His agents put it out there 100 times. He wants to go in the summer. This is what obviously your manager is going to say. What is your manager meant to say? Yeah, his head's not here. So they can ask him about it every single press conference. He's going to say, bruv, I see him being here. Forget all the noise around him. He's fully committed. He wants to be a Newcastle player. Simple. It is what it is. But he's on the list. He's definitely on the list. We've had talks about him. We've even got reports of how much he might even be. I'll show you that in a minute. So let me know. Would you not want Tonali in there, especially if we miss out on Anderson? Remember, there's good chances we could miss out on Anderson. Anderson seems like he's off to City. City are the front runners. So if we miss out on Anderson, who would be you lot's two midfielders? Because there's Belieber, there's Wharton, there's João Gomez, there's Tonali, there's Stiller. That Stiller geezer still around as well. We're linked with Tyler Adams. I don't know why we're linked with him, but he's on the list as well. So there's a lot of players, but Tonali's definitely gone. I just don't know where he goes. There's talks about him going back to Italy. He wants to go back to Italy. That's his priority move. But no one in Italy is going to pay 80 million or so for Tonali. They don't have that sort of money. That's not what they do. So Eddie Howe's just doing the whole normal thing that you get asked in press conference about all your players. There's always reports. And one thing I've realized about doing this, what I do, with this, where you find out what's going on, there's news about one of your players every single day. And it can be from anyone. It can be a source in Brazil talking about, who could I talk about? Kobe Mainoo. A source in Brazil can say, Kobe Mainoo wants to go to Bodo Glimt. You understand? Bodo Glimt want Kobe Mainoo. A source in Brazil, the guy's got 2,000 followers and everyone will talk about it like it's from Fabrizio. That's one thing that happens now. So it doesn't matter who the source is, what the news is. As long as there's news there, people are going to clap onto it and just keep talking about it. That's it. It just makes noise. So it is where it is, man. But Tonali's a good player, but 80 to 100 million, I think he's 90 million is what they're saying for him, which is mental when you look at it. 90 million for Tonali's mad. But boy, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see. That's obviously Eddie Howe saying what he's saying. I don't know. But I think 90 million. Let me show you the price right now of what Tonali's going for. Because he wants to go back to Italy, but like I said, the piece for Italy for him is too crazy. Where's the money for him? Man United, look at that. Man United have joined the race. That was on the 13th of March. Arsenal are front runners. This is what DiMaggio's saying. I don't believe him. 90 million pounds. This is how much Tonali is going for, bro. I would not pay 90 million pounds for Tonali. I don't think he's all that. I don't think he's that well. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I can't see it. 90 million pounds is mad. I can't lie. That's a bit too mad. Like, give us some goals or something. You got Casemiro. I think Casemiro's scored the most goals as a DM in this league. He scored the most goals or something like that. Out of all the other DMs, I think Casemiro's got the most goals. Like, bro, give me something if you're going to be a £100 million player, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Give me something. Going forward and back. He's got a lot of pace. He's a good player, but, bro, come on, man. He's not a goal threat like that. He has got a screamer in him there and there, but I don't know. So 90 million pounds is what they're saying. Eddie Howe's saying that he's happy. Of course, he's going to say that. And of course, like I said to you, look, we've got a list of players. No one knows who's going to go, but where's the list? We've got a list of everyone that we're linked with. And basically everyone's saying, yo, who do you reckon, which two do we get? Because there's all the talks that we're going to get two midfielders. Look at this. This came out yesterday. Look at that. 16th of March. Elliot Anderson is top of the list. Belieber, Tyler Adams, Wharton, João Gomez, Tonali, Felix Mecha are names discussed internally. Felix Mecha just signed a new deal. Unless they just signed a new deal so that they can put a release clause in there, then I can't see him going anywhere. That's what Semenyo done, innit? He signed a new deal and then he moved on straight away. So I don't think Felix Mecha comes, but we have been linked with him a lot. Bayern Munich understood to be stepping up their interest in Anderson. All of those are younger and faster than this current version of Casemiro, no doubt. But none of them provide the goal threat or the leadership that a player like Casemiro does. And there's also no guarantee they land their top targets when midfield needs at least 2, if not 3, because remember, Ugarte might leave. So everyone's looking at this picture and saying, which 2 would you go for? Because I think we get 2 midfielders 100%. Maybe the third one we get from Carrington. I don't know if we go and buy a third one. But then again, we might spend at least, look, let's just say Anderson's 90 million. We spend that. Belieber, 70 million. There's been a price drop for him, apparently. Or 60 million, let's just say, yeah? Or Wharton. Belieber, or Wharton. Say Wharton and Anderson. You spent about 150. Ugarte goes for like 20. Then you go out there and spend another 30 on like an Agumi. It's like that. Or you go to Carrington. It's one or the other. But look at that. I reckon Anderson goes to City, bro. I'll be real. I'm just going to cut the crap. Anderson goes to City. I'm not sitting there gassed off Anderson no more. I think he goes to City. Every single report I've seen, every single day that comes out, makes him lean towards City than us. So I think he goes there. Belieber and Tonali could go, but who's the creative one out of both of them? Who can make something happen? Wharton can make something happen. Do you know what I'm trying to say? He passes forward. He's got his assist game going up. Do you know what I'm saying? João Gomez, good player as well. I don't know, man. It's a weird one, man. It's a weird one. Which 2 would you not want, though? But obviously, if I could pick, ideally, I would go with Anderson and Belieber. If I could pick, I would go with Anderson and Belieber. Both of them, cool. But I don't think Anderson's coming to the theatre, I'll be real. So if I'm taking Anderson out of there, I think he'll probably have to be like a Wharton and a Belieber, or Wharton and João Gomez or something. João Gomez, I never really used to rate him. But Tonali, I don't mind Tonali, but I think for 90 million, I just don't know, man. I'm not too sure about him. So we'll see. But none of them are a goal threat when you look at it. Like Casemiro. You know, Casemiro, he's a goal threat. When it comes to corners, he might score. That's what I look at. I look at Casemiro and I look at Maguire every time he got a corner. That's the only 2. You're not looking at none of these lot and thinking they're going to get their head on anything. So that puts a lot of pressure on Maguire for it to work, and maybe Sesko if he's even on the pitch. So we'll see what happens, man. But that's the midfielders more or less wrapped up, and that's what's going on with them. So who knows? We've got this. Look, Adam Wharton. This is the situation with him. He only wants to join a club in the Champions League. This has been coming out for a minute now. Even before, when we wasn't looking like we was even in the Champions League situation, all the reports were saying that yeah, we're not going to think. It's not going to happen. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, if Wharton is a myth. Liverpool won him. Man United won him. There's a little race for him. So unless we get Champions League, it's a myth. And I'll show you. Another article came out before saying this. Look, on March the 7th, Man United have to qualify for the Champions League if they have any sort of chance to sign Elliot Anderson or Adam Wharton. Anderson is... obviously, Man City are front runners. Like I keep telling you, like, everything you see about Anderson keeps putting Man City as front runners. Not one thing is putting Anderson, oh, he wants Man United instead. Oh, he wants something different. No, everything is putting him as a Man City boy. That's why I think he's going to go to City. I'll be real. So I don't know, but this is letting us know from March the 7th, them 2 only want Champions League football. The only one that seems like he doesn't care is Belieber. We finished 15th. He agreed personal terms with us. Lenny Euro's his guy. Smash the likes, my peoples, man. Let's get these likes up, man. I just had a little look at the likes. Come on, man. You know we're always here. But yeah, Belieber, we finished 15th. Lenny Euro's his guy. And Boomer and Onana from his country. He wanted to come straight away from the summer. He don't care. We finished 15th. We could have been where Tottenham is, still struggling. He said, nah, I don't care. I want to go over there. And he ain't coming with no Champions League talks, nothing. He plays for Brighton. They ain't had no taste of Europe for a few years. I know there was in Europa like a year or 2 ago, but that was it. So he's saying now I want to get over there. But these 2 I've been saying from the beginning, I want Champions League football. He's obviously linked with Man City. Wharton's obviously linked with Liverpool. Liverpool's playing shit at the moment. If we can get Champions League and they don't, that might put us in a better position to go out there and grab him. Especially looking at we're in a position to miss out on Anderson. I'll be real. So we'll see what happens, man. But like I said, Wharton, he wants a Champions League club, and so does Anderson. So we need to step our game up, man. Obviously, we're in a good position at the moment to get Champions League. and then we can go for anyone we want. Remember, we played that game this season. We missed out on Champions League and we turned around and said, whoever wants to come to United, come. And we were lucky that Cunha and Mbeumo was available. We don't want to keep putting ourselves in that position. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we got the Yandy and Mandays and we're really trying to go for the top. Like someone like Anderson, to even be in the race right now just says it all. We've got this about João Gomez. This has come out literally, look, 3:41. So what's that? About 2 hours ago. Not even that, hour and a half. Man United and Liverpool are both stepping up their interest in João Gomez. United remain firmly in the market for at least one, possibly two new midfielders as they prepare for a major rebuild in the middle of the park. Gomez is being seen as a market opportunity, with Wolves likely to go down. Both clubs believe he's at least good as a squad player, if not a starter. Yeah, him coming off the bench, the drop-off does not drop. You could have him and Belieber changing. 1 minute it's João Gomez, then it's Belieber, and you can't even tell the difference. Like, that's a good one to get. But remember, if he gets relegated, they wanted 40 million for him. Drop that to at least 30, you should have a deal. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even a 25, we might be lucky. Let me have a look. We'll have a look. Let's have a look at what he's dealing with over there. Look, he's 25 years old, so that's in the age range in your shopping. 25 years old. He's got a few greens. Look at that blue. He was exceptional against Villa. That was a derby for them, of course. So yeah, man, he's been doing his thing. He's been doing his thing in this little period here. They're obviously relegated, but the way they're playing at the moment, bro, they're kind of stepping it up. It's like they're all playing for their moves right now. They're sitting there saying, bro, I want my move. But like I'm saying, like we're saying, no one's going to replace Casemiro. Where you're going to have, it's either one or the other, innit? Do you want the guy with the legs? The younger guy, of course, we got to move on. But a goal threat as well is crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? And you don't really find a lot of goal threats like Rodri, Casemiro's and that in your DM. There's not a lot of them around. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So look at that. Look at this now. 48 seconds ago. That's how quick I just caught this. You only get the bombers over here. I keep telling you, look. The bombers are here. Chris Wheeler just put this out, and obviously it's going to come out. Give it about 5 minutes. Someone's going to aggregate it properly, the Man United things, and then we'll get into it. But United are accused of dark arts. What? What's that about? Red's launch bid to keep Bruno. Remember, there was all these talks. We're going to offer him 400k. And then there's some stuff here about, look, Helsinki friendly confirmed. That's probably pre-season. And this is just Swansea keeper, some of the young boys, basically. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's going to come out in a second. Chris Wheeler, he's certified. He does a little thing every week where he'll tell you what's going on. And then bam. We're linked with this shoot as well. Diouf. So Man United have added El Hadji Malik Diouf to their summer shortlist. He's been monitored, but no formal approach has been made yet. Let me tell you something. We just keep getting linked with people in the relegation zone, bro. It's just becoming a normal thing. Anyone in the relegation zone, West Ham players, we got linked to like 4 of them in like 1 week. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it was crazy. Like, this is what's been going on. When you're really Nottingham Forest have had it, and now it seems like it's their turn. West Ham. I'm surprised if we get linked with Tottenham players soon. I swear to you. But we'll link to, look at this, we'll link with Bowen and Fernandes in the same week. £94 million deal, blah, blah, blah. This was going around. Then we're linked to Fernandes. We're still linked with him, blah, blah. Look, every minute we're getting linked with a different one. Now it was Diouf on the 13th. Anchorman came out and said something about if Man United are looking at any LBs, I believe they should go for someone like Diouf. So that came out on the 13th. And then today, about an hour and a half ago, this has come out. So see what I'm saying? We just keep getting linked with people. This happened with Forest as well. We're linked with Anderson. We're linked with Morgan Gibbs-White. We're linked with Murillo. We're linked with Sangari. So it's a thing where it's like whoever we watch, they're reporting about it straight away. Relegation fodder. Yo, Man United want him, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. Look at this. This is a little boost because Greenwood, you know, we got to sell on clause. And you know what was making money off last season? Not even last season, in the summertime. When we sold Elanga, we sold Carreras, a lot of sell-on clauses. This is what was going on. Sell-on clauses was happening. That's where we was making all of our bread before we sold any Garnacho, any of the bomb squad. And this has come out today. Look at that. Juventus have identified Greenwood as the ideal person so that they can replace Vlahovic. Vlahovic, they're trying to extend his contract, but he's moving mad. So Marseille are demanding 50 million euros now. Apparently they wanted 100 not too long ago. Now it's gone down to 50 million. United stand to benefit significantly due to high sell-on clause. 40, 50, blah, blah, blah. So, boy, any sort of profit were nice. with that P there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's only obviously good if it goes to what we need it to go to. If it doesn't go to what we need it to go to, then it doesn't really make sense. And who cares where the money goes? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because I don't care about these lot pocketing their money. It's not my money. But if it goes to the transfers and whatnot, then of course we're going to be happy because it's going to play a little part. Big up the boy Thierry Henry, man. He's bigging up the boy Bruno. You know, these Arsenal fans are having a nightmare. He's going to win the player of the year. How? It has to be a team that wins it. Gabriel, what are you on about, bro? Their best ever player, Thierry Henry, has gone out there and said he doesn't play football, he thinks it. I've always liked him. What he's been doing for Manchester United in some difficult moments for the team is outstanding. Bigging him up. So your best ever player is respecting my man differently. So just allow it, brother. Yeah? Call it a day. We've got these talks about Mika Götze. Man United have apparently made contact to look at this geezer, Mika Götze. I don't know, man. I don't know about this geezer. I've never heard of him in my life. Maybe I'm just too addicted to watching the Prem only. I don't know him, but there's talks about us looking at him. Another report came out and linked us with him as well. So I don't know. Maybe something is brewing. Maybe we just watched him once. That's sometimes what it is. You just watched them once. This came out 2 hours ago. Look, same geezer. We want to know the situation ahead of attempt. Multiple top clubs keen. Man United move to get ahead. 28 years of age. Left winger is on the up. 14 goals and 11 assists. So there must be a little nice comp of him, but I don't really like to go off comps because everyone looks good in comps. Everybody looks good in comps. So I don't even bother looking at comps anymore. But Mika Götze, let's have a little look at him and see what he's been keeping up with. And obviously we saw this already with Anthony, right? We went out there for an Ajax player that was banging in goals, spent 80 million, and then bam, he turned up being a scrub. So he's 20 years old, left winger, 14 goals, 9 assists in 25 matches. And look at that, exceptional in a lot of them. Sensational. He's doing what he needs to do. Villarreal in the Champions League. Look at when he played some good teams, though. In the Champions League, he played Feyenoord. He was exceptional there as well. Where's the Champions League? Benfica, he wasn't all that. Marseille, he wasn't all that. Galatasaray, he wasn't all that. See what I'm saying? Chelsea, he wasn't all that. Every time he's faced someone, this is where you got to look at guys now. When they're facing people in that Champions League and they're playing proper teams, you're not shining, brother. When you're in that Dutch league, you're getting all the time in the world. You're doing what you need to do. Look, Marseille, they lost 4-0. You never done anything. You know what I'm saying? Chelsea, they lost 5-1. You never done anything. Galatasaray, they lost 3-0. You never done anything. Give me something. You know what I'm saying? Give me a performance or something. Benfica, they lost 2-0. You never done anything. So I don't know about this guy, but Mika Götze, we're linked with him. He's got a lot of goals and assists. He's only 20 years old, so he might not be as expensive Anthony was. But of course, he's still... Ajax know they've had our number. So they still might be on some, etc. Trying to get us things. Look at Casemiro now. Oh, my day. Look at this. Casemiro's Premier League stats this season amongst all defensive midfielders. So Declan Rice is in there. The guy that they're saying, go get the PFA to, yeah? Goals scored, first, 7 goals. Forward passes, 455, first. Final third passes completed, fourth. Total tackles, first. Interceptions, third. This guy's moving mad. He's scoring goals and he's tackling. He's doing what he needs to do. Interceptions, forward passing. He's passing forward. You know that round the corner pass he loves doing? It's going to be hard to replace him, you know. We can never replace him. I'm telling you. It's going to be hard still. And I look at Casemiro. It's probably the best time he does go. But, bro, it's going to be very hard to replace him. You understand? Like, it's going to be a mad one. Look at this now. Bruno Fernandes, this guy, man, he has to stay, man. Man United has informed Bruno Fernandes, who has a release clause for foreign clubs, that the club will do everything to keep him this summer. This is a unanimous decision within the hierarchy. He has to stay. Yeah? They're saying, we're going to do everything we can to keep you. You're not going nowhere. Forget about it. There's no way we can even let you leave. And it just goes without saying, bro. So all that talk, a lot of people were saying, take the 100 million last season. Brother, you lot went mad. I never said that. I didn't care. I was on some, if he goes, he goes. Because the Amrin system, I get it. But I never wanted to lose him, though. I was on some, nah, man. Bruno's Bruno. He has to stake and make something out of nothing, man. Him, they're respecting him now. And he's getting his flowers, finally. So big up the boy Bruno Fernandes, man. And as you can see from the bottom as well, look, Alan Shearer's put them in the team of the week. Of course, him and Casemiro. And I think he's in for the Player of the Week as well awards, but I reckon he doesn't get it because he should get it, but I reckon he doesn't because of Max Dowman. He's 16. He scored his first goal. You know what I'm trying to say? I reckon they'll give it to him. So it's out of Bruno and Max Dowman. I reckon Max Dowman will get it because of the sympathy card. They're already gassing him up, saying, should he go to the World Cup and all of that? They're getting a bit mad already. So it is where it is. So yeah, man, look at it. This is what I was just saying about Arsenal. Look at this. Arsenal are the only team yet to concede a penalty in the Premier League this season. Correction. Arsenal are the only team not to be penalised during the game for fouling. It's crazy. It's actually mad. VAR's come out and said 3 times we made a mistake. We should have gave a penalty against Arsenal. 3 times. 3 penalties that should have been. Crazy. And all them games ended 1-0. How mad is that? And let me get a few of these chats and we get into the rest of the news, man. It's madness, man. I hate these guys. Metric community, love. Big up yourself, man. Smash the likes, my peoples, man. Garnacho doing only Garnacho things. Garnacho is doing something at Chelsea. Yeah, he's warming up the bench. What is the benefit of leaking the team sheet? It's not even about benefit. He just chats. He probably just chats to his little brother. I'm not playing again. This is who's playing. And then he will just leak it. You know what I'm saying? It's stuff like that. I don't think he gets paid or anything for it. It's just more of a he's upset thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Funny how our team news don't get leaked anymore. Exactly. We should have known that little fool was absolute moron the moment we saw his haircut. Garnacho was doing a great job at Chelsea, bro. Yeah, warming up the bench. I want Njai at Man United. Yeah, I'll show you the stuff about Njai in a second. We're linked with Njai as well. Heavy. Hi, Mex. Big up yourself, Gorang, man. I hope you're good, broski. Was the one causing all the issues at United and he's doing the same at Chelsea. Chelsea won't be able to sell him. No, their transfer ban's not like that. They've got a suspended transfer ban. Suspended. So that means they can spend, but if they break the law again, then they can't spend. It's suspended, Charlie. So they haven't got a transfer ban. It's only a ban for the academy players. Don't want Anderson at all, actually. I wouldn't even prefer João Gomez, Perry Mainu, but then, yeah, we need someone that's going to push the ball up a bit more. I think Wharton or something like that. Anderson will not get game time at Manchester City. That's what I'm saying, but we said the same thing about Semenyo, and he's out here playing every game, and he didn't care. So some of them don't even care, bruv. How good is that Ajax kid? We've already got scammed. I don't have a clue about him. Clue. At least one F Ineos, man. We need at least 3 midfielders. I reckon we get 2 100%. Got 3% chance. 3% chance. Playing the season's got no chance. I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that. Why would I say sorry to Kobe? He needs a new contract. Yeah, I don't know about 3%. That's crazy. Nah, they're not winning 4 trophies, man. I hope Bayer Leverkusen knock them out today. I think we'll get Diomande deal sorted by March. Yeah, we just need to see what's going on with with Liverpool. Liverpool's the only other team that's in that little race there with Diomande. Without Liverpool, we've got him. And remember, his dad's a Liverpool fan, etc. So it is where it is. But look, it's coming out everywhere now. Man United have told Bruno Fernandes that the club will do everything. Keep him at Old Trafford this summer. Literally, bro. Literally. Remember, he's got a release clause. So it's up to him. If they trigger that release clause, it's up to him. Does he want to go to Saudi or one of them? But if we get Champions League, we make some transfers straight away. He understands. He goes to the World Cup and he understands, okay, they're moving serious. We might actually go and win something now or we're on something. I reckon he stays, bro. 100%, I reckon he stays. But it's just if he doesn't feel like we're working towards something. If we didn't get Champions League, I reckon he was missing. He was gone. Literally, he's going to say, bruv, I'm wasting all my years here, etc. Like, what is the point? Like, I'm never going to win nothing. But I reckon he stays now, 100%. So big up the boy Bruno Fernandes, man. Look at this. There's all these teams about Real Madrid are targeting Diego Dalot. Look at this. I've been hearing this for a minute now. And Diego Dalot's actually okay, you know. When you've been watching him recently, he's okay, but he's so frustrating because he will play rubbish for 7 games in a row. He gets benched. Plays good for 5 games. Then he has a 1 game. He's so weird. Especially when it comes to the final third as well. You know he's just a mad player. But let me tell you something. Diego Dalot has been linked with Real Madrid a few times now. This is not the first time this guy's been linked with a move away, bro. Yeah, Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. This is what I'm saying. So you just never know what's going to happen with him, man. But he's been getting linked with different teams for ages. So I don't know what's going to happen, man. If there's something really in there, I'll show you another article that came out about Dalot ages ago. Look at this. 14th of December, before the transfer window even opened in January, Real Madrid are showing interest in a potential 2026 move for Diego Dalot. Atletico Madrid and Bayern Munich are also admirers. So this is in December 14th. That's what came out about Diego Dalot. And then you got today, look at the date at the bottom, guys. 17th of March, 2 p.m. Real Madrid are targeting Diego Dalot for a summer move. And they expect Man United expected to demand more than 26 million. He's been okay. That last game, he played well, but he's always one-on-one with the keeper, or he's always through on goal and he just never scores. He's one of them guys. He just always messes it up. And I think everyone knows that that's Diego Dalot. He's going to make the good run. He's going to get over there, and then he's just going to miss. That's just normal for Diego Dalot. That's what we expect from him. But we'll see, bro. That's obviously come out today. So if anything else comes out about it, we'll know about it. But Diego Dalot, I wouldn't mind him coming off the bench. He's one of them guys. But him starting, I don't think we win anything. We can't win anything with Diego Dalot as a right back. He's too dopey. He could have got sent off against City. There's so many, you know what I'm saying, on and offs with him. He just hit and miss. But I wouldn't mind him coming off the bench, especially if we need a bit of pace in a game and someone's getting tired. Our starting right back, bring Dalot off the bench. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens, man. But that's Diego Dalot for you. What else is there? What's that there that just came out about? Okay, so we got a thing. This has been confirmed now. Man United will head to Helsinki this summer to take on Wrexham as part of a European pre-season tour. So we're playing Wrexham then. Wrexham might even be in the Premier League by then. Wrexham are moving mad. They're moving crazy. They've gone up 3-4 seasons in a row. They've been promoted for the last 2-3 seasons. They're on a different thing, Wrexham. They're on a different thing, and they might even get promoted. So that'll be a good watch. Look at that. They're sixth. They're sixth, bro, to get promoted. They're doing well. They might even end up in the Prem next season. So big up Wrexham, man. We're due to play them. Remember, they got that actor over there running the club, so they're always on to them. Always going back to my man, etc. So we'll see what happens with that, man. But yeah, Diego Dalot, I don't know what's going to happen with this geezer. I want to say it's true and it's 100%, but he's not the best. My man's not. That's not the best source to come out with and say, yeah, exactly that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Most big chances created from open play, Bruno. I'm tired, bro. I'm sick and tired of reading this guy's stats. It's getting boring, bro. I'll be real. And you got Arsenal fans there having a nightmare. It has to be Declan Rice, etc. No, bro. This guy's taking the piss. You know what I'm trying to say? He's literally in a league of his own. Look at this picture here. That's open play. That's players. That's Declan Rice, Szoboszlai, and someone else there. Yeah, this three is Declan Rice, Szoboszlai, and someone else. And remember, that's corners and that Declan Rice only really creates chances of corners or free kicks. Declan Rice, Szoboszlai, and I think Saka. Look at Bruno Fernandes. He's in his own world. You cannot chat to this guy. And they're talking about this guy cannot be the PFA. Come on, man. Just take a chill pill, please. Every single stat, this geezer gets a little. Where's Declan Rice? This is a big chance created from open play. So every single argument they're saying he's assist. He's got 16 assists. Not a lot of them from open play. Look how much chance he's created in open play. So all these chances created, they could have turned into open play if someone obviously scored. Look at that. He's got 98 chances created. This guy's a different kettle of fish, man. Different kettle of fish, man. And this is what we're dealing with, man. Just get him a proper striker. I love Sesko, but bro, let's say we get a proper strike number 9, can go mad with Sesko, ban for ban. We're laughing, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? It's crazy. Look at that. They're taking the piss out of him. Look, funny thing is Declan Rice is not even better than Casemiro this season. That's a topic for another day. It's true. Man just spams in bare corners. It's crazy. He's not even better than Declan Rice. But they want to be chatting about Bruno. Come on, bro, man. You're not even better than the worker. You want to talk to the top dog. Let's get into Ndiaye. Remember, there was these talks about Ndiaye. Remember, we've got a little list that came out about the left wingers. Ndiaye, Yan Diomande, Gordon. Who else is on there? There's a geezer from Strasbourg, Martial Godot or something like that. Jesus something. Ndiaye's on that list. He's been on that list since January. And as it says, Man United are considering Ndiaye as a top target for the summer. He's been monitored closely with Everton demanding 70 million. Bro, they want 70 million in January, which makes a bit of sense. that's January, because it's a time where you don't want to sell. But when it gets to the summer, we won't go for 70 million. Semenyo went for 65, and Mbeumo went for 65, and Mbeumo scored 20 goals. Semenyo had about 12 GA when he went. There's no way we turn around and we go and we pay 70 million for a man that's got about 4 goals. It doesn't make any sense. And as you can see here, look how long we've been linked to the boy NJ anyway. This is January the 22nd. January the 27th, sorry. Man United are adding NJ. Dean Jones Soccer. Bam. 27th. NJ. Man United are looking at him. Boom, 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 boom. This is when it's come out about Diomande and NJ. 30th of January. Man United are showing strong interest in NJ. February the 9th. Arsenal are ready to battle with Man United for NJ. February the 11th. February the 13th. This is NJ himself kind of twerking. Yo, Old Trafford, the atmosphere, the size, where you growing up, where the stadium you wanted to play. What's the best stadium you've played in? What's his favourite stadium? Old Trafford. Old Trafford's his favourite stadium. Are you trying to send us a clue? You're trying to send us a little hint. What are you doing? So as you can see, NJ has been linked with us for ages. People are talking about what's it, 65, 70, what they're both going to be. It's out of more or less them two. There was some talks about Anthony Gordon as well. And this came out not too last week. Man United exploring a left winger. These are all the targets. Barcola, I can't see him leaving PSG. He loves it over there. Yan Diomande seems like our top target. Jesus Rodriguez, he plays for Como. I don't really know him too much. Marshall Godot used to play for Fulham, and NJ. So I don't know, man. The NJ links look like they could be true, because we've had a lot of reports. It's not just someone's come out here and just spam something. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It's a weird one, bro. We'll see in it what comes out of it. But I wouldn't mind NJ at Man United. I'll be real. NJ is a good player, but it's just a lot of people look at his goals and that. I don't really look at his goals, because when I look at him, he's playing for Everton. David Moyes is a man that likes to defend so deep. He loves defending. You know what I'm trying to say? So who knows? You're not going to get the best out of him. If you put NJ in a position where he's always attacking, like for us, bam, counter-attack, counter-attack, counter-attack. And he's a man, he's so skillful that you just don't know what he can do. He can do something mad, break down low blocks, because he can take players on. So NJ is a good player, man. We'll see, man. Obviously, he hasn't got all the goals and assists. Look, 5 goals, 3 assists in the Premier League in 24 games. So 8 goals and assists. So a lot of people will say, how can... But we could use that as an argument and say, we're not going to pay how much you want. 75 million. We're not paying that when he's only got da-da-da-da-da. But we know, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, there's no way he'll be getting them numbers at Everton. Everton's a team. No one get... Their strikers don't even score that much goals. Never mind the wingers having to score goals. Let's be real. JJ Gabriel, look at this now. Man United's pre-season tour this summer is increasingly likely to include emerging young talent as JJ Gabriel. So we're rating him. And even Fabrizio Romano came out yesterday and spoke about JJ and said, yo, JJ Gabriel is... We're looking at him as like, Max Dowman, basically. That's what he tried to say. Like, he's proper. We're rating him heavy. Look, Man United are absolutely buzzing. JJ Gabriel is seen by the club as the next best thing in football on similar level as Max Dowman. Man United consider him as big part of the future. And we're trying to give him his debut as soon as possible to keep him here so he can get a bit of taste of the Premier League. Like, right, this is what it's like, yeah? All right, cool, I'm staying here. I like it. So we're trying to, you get me, gas him up a little bit. So he couldn't play for us this season because of the rules. He turned 15 after we actually brought him up and he started training with us. So next season, he'll be ready to do everything. FA Cup, Carabao Cup, we should be able to bring him through. So it's good, man. He's a star, man. You can see he's a star in the making, man. Obviously, we don't want to move too mad. We've said this with bare young kids. Shea Lacey's obviously on the come up, but before that, we was talking about Man United fans were gassing up everyone, bro. We've had so much young boys that's come out. I've heard about all of them, and then they've ended up getting loans and they're gone, and we don't hear about them again. So we don't want to move too mad with him, but they're going to give him some time. He's going to get his little times. But he's emerging as the guy, as one of the biggest talents in football, and he's going to be in pre-season, which is obviously positive. Why not? You want to see all the young boys be over there and do what they need to do. So it is where it is. Tony Cotton, this is the guy that scouted Lamens. Yeah, remember? Tony Cotton didn't want Onana. And they went against him. Glazers and that, them times. Said, no, we're going to go for him anyway. Bam. Because Ten Hag had the veto. They went against him and we got Onana. He was saying, do not get Martinez. I want Lamens. Get me Lamens. I've been watching this guy, I'm telling you. And then we ended up getting Lamens. So now he's saying, look, he's preying this little young boy. The youngster in question is Swansea goalkeeper Kit Margetson, son of former Manchester City keeper Martin, who is on loan at Connors Quay Nomads. Never heard of that. With Crystal Palace and Liverpool, among other teams interested, Cotton's appearance on behalf of United created quite a buzz in North Wales. So basically, Cotton was there. They know that's Man United's chief scout. They're all getting gassed, etc. But he's meant to be a good keeper or whatever. Everyone's looking at him. From the time you got Liverpool, Crystal Palace, and us, is where it is. And remember, Lamens is our number one now. He handles the pressure. We've only lost 2 games since he's come. Cheers. You're our main guy now. So it is what it is. Two games at home, I think it is. But yeah. So Lamens is going to be number one. So we're not going to go and get another keeper that is older or something than Lamens. We'll probably get someone younger that can say, yo, you're the number 2, etc. That's why Brian Dare's on his way out. Onana's on his way out. There's talks about Vitek. He's at Bristol City. He might obviously end up coming through, etc. But I don't know. We'll see what happens there. But I can see us obviously going out there and getting a keeper 100%. Because Brian Dare leaves regardless. I don't even hear the guy's name anymore. That's how happy I am. I can't tell you the last time I heard Brian Dare's name. Like, this guy's warming up the bench or something. I don't hear his name at all, which is a positive. Onana wants to come back. We've told him, big man, pack your bags. You're not wanted over it. Yeah? So Onana's got no future. So that's why we're going to be looking at these little young boys and saying, yo, boom, boom, boom. Look at that. Onana will certainly welcome another chance. It's difficult to see how he comes in. As you can see, United will be desperate to find a buyer. Trav's on Sport saying, yo, we don't want to buy this geezer. It's long. And that's the geezer I just showed you, lot. Tony Cottons was responsible for United signing De Gea. He was not consulted on the signing of Onana as Ten Hag was obsessed with him. Remember, Ten Hag wanted all of these same players. And he said Sene Lamens. So this Tony Cotton, bro, every single goalkeeper he's told us to get has been Dilly. He told us to get De Gea in 2011. Bam. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And then he left the club and he came back in 2020. He didn't know about Onana. Ten Hag was obsessed with his old players. You couldn't tell him, no, you couldn't tell Ten Hag anything. And then he's told us, bro, forget Martinez. Go for the boy Lamens. I'm telling you. And you've seen how that's worked out for us. So yeah, man, Onana, you got no way back, bro. So that's our goalkeeper situation. I reckon Vitek, look at that. No intentions of reintegrating Andre Onana in the squad. You're not wanted. You're not welcome over here, big man. Yeah, keep it moving, please. That's the situation with him. So we'll see with this young boy, man. We'll see if anything happens with this young boy that Tony Cotton's obviously looked at. It's gassed them up. They feel like something's building because, yeah, look, Man United are in town. So we'll see what happens. But, yeah, man, Tony Cotton's has done it again, as he always does. What else is there? What else is there? Obviously, this is the sharp thing. Look at this. This is Beckham. When Beckham broke his assist record, he was wearing this sharp retro thing. So obviously they've got Bruno Fernandes wearing it now. Bruv, he's got to break the record, man. I reckon he does it. This guy is just too dilly when it comes to records, bro. It's getting boring showing how much records he's breaking. So I reckon he breaks it, man. I'll be real. 8 games left, and he's only got, what, 4 more to match it, 5 to break it. And when you look at our fixtures, we're not really, it's not even about tough fixtures. It's just about teams that play low blocks. That's what you got to look at. What teams play the nastiest low blocks that it might be a bit hard. And even that, you can still do a little set piece. You know what I'm saying? Bournemouth, they're runners. They're running around like headless chickens. We can get in from them. You know what I'm trying to say? Leeds are a bit, you just never know. But like I said, he's a set piece monster as well. Chelsea, definitely. When you see that pass that got passed the other day from Livermento, crazy. Brentford, they might be a bit hard, tough. You know what I'm saying? But Liverpool, bro, you see Carragher breaking down Liverpool on Sky. They're a disarray. Diabolical defending over there. They're different. Sunderland away. Techie could be a set piece. Nottingham Forest, they're kind of playing a bit more expansive now. Before, there was on this Dyche thing where there was, sit in the lowest block ever. Now they're a bit more expansive. So you could definitely get something out of them. And then, of course, we've got Brighton after that. You know what I'm saying? And Brighton are they're on and off. They're a bit weird as well. But, bro, you need 4 assists to match it, 5 to break it. And you got 2 in his last game. Come on, man. It should be 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? Especially if we keep Casemiro and Maguire playing and we get a few free kicks and corners. it should be 1, 2, 3, bro. But I think we need to drop out this Mbumo up top thing, man. Go with Sesko to start with. Put the ball in the box. We're putting the ball in the box. Dallo, Cunha doing some lovely crosses against Aston Villa all first half. Second half, Sesko comes on. We don't do it anymore. What is going on with that, bro? It's like we're moving a bit mad. I don't understand that one there. So big up the way Bruno, man. I reckon he breaks the record. And yeah, shuts everyone up, bro. Because he's been doing this for years. This has been nothing. But when you ain't got no records to show, there's only so much people are going to say about you. And if you look at our signing, this is why a lot of people are gassed and giddy. Because if we get Champions League, bro, it's going to be scary. And this is what my rival friends are saying to me. I'm saying, brother, if you look at the signings you lot made with no Champions League, imagine what signings you're going to make with Champions League. With the more money that you're going to get. With the attraction. Because any player you go to now, bro, you're coming into the squad, you're playing Champions League football. And a lot of these players that we're linked with, I've never played Champions League. Never. You know what I'm trying to say? Look at Anderson, Wharton, Belieber. These guys ain't played no Champions League. You know what I'm trying to say? They might go to the World Cup, but they ain't played no Champions League. So this is what I'm saying. So imagine we get Champions League now and we go and build up the squad. There's talks about Dorgu. We might make Dorgu a left winger, etc. So we'll see. Let me show you the Yan Diomande. I said Dan Diomande. Yan Diomande stuff now. Because this geezer, we've got a little boost on him. Look at this now. Because obviously this guy, everyone knows what's going on with him. It's out of us. No one knows. But Fabrizio, let me make it make sense to you lot. Fabrizio came out here and said this. Look, where is it? Where is it? There we go. Look. So Fabrizio came out here and said this about Yan Diomande. He said, look, Yan Diomande is attracting serious attention with United and Spurs sending scouts multiple times while PSG are also tracking him. Add Bayern to that race with Company, a big admirer. Expect his name to be one of the hottest topics in the summer. I can't see him going PSG. Unless they sell one of their stars, you got Barcola upset over there already. Don't really get to start as much. Cavaskalia's coming off the bench against Chelsea and banging 2 goals. You're not going to want to be over there being on the bench, bro. It's not going to make any sense. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and Barcola and Cavaskaglia are both left wingers already. He's a left winger. So look at that. So that's PSG out of it. Let me just say that. In my head anyway, I think they're not going to go through. Bayern Munich. This is Fabrizio Romano saying that Bayern Munich are involved, right? So I'm thinking, all right, cool. So it's Bayern Munich and Spurs. Spurs, forget about them. Bayern Munich's in there, and then bam, look at this. This has come from SCF Bayern itself. Bayern Munich's #1 tier page. They leak everything to do with Bayern Munich. And they say Bayern Munich have dropped out of Yan Diomande's race because he's too expensive. Judging the Leipzig forward as too expensive despite his stand-up season, 11 goals, 7 assists. They see him as an understudy to Luis Diaz, but won't meet Leipzig's 86.2 valuation for a backup. That opens the door for Liverpool and Manchester United, who have been told the ridiculous talent is available. So it's us and Liverpool. Tottenham's out. But the only thing mad, Fabrizio Romano hasn't mentioned Liverpool once. This is what I'm trying to say to you. No one like that. If you look at Fabrizio, he's just saying, look, this is on the 15th of February. Obviously, things can change, etc. 15th of February. He's just saying Bayern Munich, PSG, Spurs, and Man United. Yeah? That's all he's saying about it. And when you actually look at Yan Diomande, let me go through it and show you. I type in his name and you can see every time he's come up. You can see, look, Ben Jacobs has come out on the 11th of March. So not even a week ago. Ben Jacobs. The club's interested in the race. Think that the price is going to be around 60 million euros to 80 million euros rather than 100 million. So that price they just said, scared off Bayern, is not even going to be the price. It's going to be less than that. Man United and Tottenham are the Premier League clubs that are locked in for him, right? Fabrizio's telling us that we're obsessed with him. We keep scouting him left, right, and centre, blah, blah, blah. He never, ever speaks about Liverpool. This is a report from Team Talk about Liverpool and him. But look, Ben Jacobs speaks about him. Yan Diomande is leading targets put together by Christopher Pavel. So there's nothing from Liverpool, from Fabrizio. Look, Man United have sent scouts several times for Yan Diomande. That's on the 4th of March. Nothing there from Liverpool. So I don't know. But if you look at everything that's come, Bayern Munich's out the race. PSG's got too much left wingers. Tottenham are Tottenham. They might get relegated. Forget about them. Is Liverpool really in there as much as we think it is? Because no one's solidified. No Ben Jacobs, No, McGrath put Liverpool in there. That's it. But Ben Jacobs, who else is there? Ben Jacobs, Fabrizio Romano, none of them have gone out there and said anything about Liverpool. And look at this. Someone put a picture out of Diomande, Old Trafford bound. Fabrizio even liked it. What's all that about? So I don't know what's really going on with this geezer, man. No one knows what's really going on with Diomande. But let me show you what he's been keeping up with in the Bundesliga. 19 years old. He's our top target for left wingers. Sensational against Augsburg. Look at the greens and the blues. He's just doing his thing, even against Bayern Munich. I don't really like seeing what you're doing against these pony teams. I want to see what you do against the big teams. Bayern Munich and Dortmund, he's shining. He didn't even score against Bayern. He lost 2-0, but he's still sensational over there. You know what I'm saying? Look, this is another role. This is the 10 before that. He's shining again. Like, you could tell this guy's a talent. A lot of people say, obviously, he hasn't got Premier League experience, but he can play on the right. He can play on the left. I thought he was a left winger. Yeah, he's a left winger, right? Because they've got him here as a right winger. But he can play on each side. So we'll see what happens with Diomande, man. But, bro, Bayern Munich have dropped out the race. So that is nothing but a boost. Because you know what Bayern Munich do in that league anyway. They just want to buy all the best players. They take that league for some Mickey Mouse things. Like PSG, they buy all the best players in the French league. They go to PSG, they've made it. They win the league every year. Bayern Munich do the same thing with the German league. And as you can see, this came out from a Spanish source saying that Man United have added Nico Williams, but Yan Diomande is still their #1 target. So every source is coming out and saying, we're still in for Yan Diomande. That's our #1. No one else. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens with this geezer, man. Let me get a few of these chats, man. But there's some talks about Dorgu as well. I'm going to show you that as well. I saw that one there. Breno Fernandes. Crazy. Breno Fernandes. It's madness. You got Thierry Henry, Arsenal's biggest legend, coming out here and giving out props for my man. And you got Arsenal fans chatting shit. Too expensive. Nah, man. He's not expensive. Mitch, I already told you, replaces Anderson in a heartbeat. Yeah, you did. We need a defender since. Yeah, we're in for a defender as well. Apparently, we're having a look at a defender. We're having a look at a defender as well because obviously these men are always injured. We need to sign a midfielder from Roma. Oh, you're talking about Kone. Kone, right? I think we should start looking at Bruno replacement. You could start on the bench. All those people want Stiller, but I haven't even watched him. He'll be a squad option if he comes in. I ain't really watched him. Like I said, I can't watch comps. Everyone looks good on a comp. If I look at Stiller, all I see him putting in loads of crosses into the box. Everyone watches comps. That's it. Looking for a backup for Lamage. Yeah, we're looking for a backup. Yeah. But I think it's going to be that Vitek for 1 year, and then we probably go and get someone serious. Vanderson for Dallo, get it done. I've heard about Vanderson still. Rice is really good, but Bruno leaves him behind. I don't agree with strikers. Cunha's future is up front or a 10. We don't need wingers, midfielders, CBs, fullbacks first. Would be a good signing. Why are we not looking at Vanderson any longer? I've not really seen any links on Vanderson like that still. You know, if Vivo backs Guts, we should get him. I don't know if it's true yet, though, Hasib. Still, I don't know if that Guts thing is true. Met Everton got money. We ain't going to be able to look what happened to Bruntwaite. That ain't easy. It's true. It's true. But I think he will make a fuss, though. Enjoy. Like, what, 75? You're pricing me out of the move. What have I done to warrant that? And remember, we got Mbeumo for 65 mil plus 6. Or 66 plus 4, whatever it was. It was 65. He scored 20 goals. What are they going to say to warrant that money? 75 million. Enjoy. Yeah, we want him. Like, come on, bro. You've got to say some stuff to warrant the money. You're right, Mitch. I saw the list. I will take Martial. Godot, 2. He's on a free. Plays a striker. Reminds me of Martial. Vitek is good. We should bring him back and he can play cup games. Yeah, I think he does come back. Leipzig do not want to sell to Bayern. They want to, yeah, it's true. That's what I reckon is going to happen. They got Nusra as well. You can play on the right sometimes. Bro, I reckon Yan Diomande comes to us or Liverpool. I reckon it's one or the other, bro. I swear to you. I don't think anyone else is in that race. His dad's a Liverpool supporter. He came out and said, yo, it's not me, it's my dad. So he was letting it be known, don't mess up my bag type of thing. So we'll see what happens, man. What's this now? Look at this. Look at this now. Sully, Bomber. You only get the Bombers from here, man. You don't know this. Man United have already started plans to bring 15-year-old wonder kid Gabriel on their first team pre-season tour. If everything goes as planned, Gabriel could likely make his debut next season. Similar plan to Arsenal's Max Dowman. So yeah, we're looking to bring him on the seat. Obviously, my man just said that as well, Nathan Salt. So it's more or less the same thing. Sully Bomber, man. You know the boy Sully, man. He's always coming out here, drops a bomb and keeps it moving. He's not here for the gossip. He's not here for the money. He just drops a bomb, keeps it moving. That's all he cares about. So yeah, big up the boy Sully, man. So JJ Gabriel, man, we're going to see what happens with him, man, because he's obviously one for the future. We want to keep him. I think Barcelona's still trying to snoop around for him, but we want to show him, yo, listen, we trust you. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Hey, this picture gives me PTSD, man. I hate seeing this picture. But Dorgu is a left back by trade, but if United rebrand him as a winger, then they could instead invest in a new specialist left back. Luke Shaw is out of contract next year, and there are doubts whether he'll be contend with a more taxing schedule next season, with United likely back in Europe. Bro, he can't play 2 games in 3-4 games. Let's be real. Have him as on a bench player for 1 last year and then let him just leave. That's the thing with Luke Shaw. There's no way we let him go yet or we sell him. I don't think we get any money for Luke Shaw. I'll be real. So the situation with Luke Shaw, when we get Champions League, bring back Dorgu, maybe get a left winger. Dorgu can play as a left winger as well. You know what I'm trying to say? So it can work. But I hate this picture, bro. Every picture you could have put, this picture gives me PTSD, bruv. Stop putting this picture up here, man. It's crazy. But yeah, Dorgu, we've seen what he can do as a left winger. But I think they still go and get a proper left winger. And like someone just said in the chat, Cunha can play up front. He can play as a 10. So there's a lot of movement out there anyway. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. Look at the boy Kobe Manu out here with Santan Dave. For those that don't know, he's a rapper from London. And the other one's a rapper as well. Big them up. You know what I'm saying? Luke Shaw is 30 years old. He started 30. He's the only United player who has started all 30 Premier League games this season. Luke Shaw. He started every game because we're playing once a week, more or less. But when you get 3 games, a game every 3 games, bro, it's going to be dark. He's going to be falling on the floor, left, right, and centre, which is crazy. So, yeah, man, that's more or less it, man. Let me run through for those that just came in the chat, man. VAR, PGMOL, it's gone mad, bro, yeah? They've told us, Arsenal, 3 penalties, bro. They should have gave against them. They made a mistake. And that would have, 6 points that would have took off them. All the games that the penalties they got was 1-0 wins. 1-0 wins for 3 games. And look, where is it? There it is. 1-0 wins for 3 games, bro. Saliba kicked Barry. They won 1-0 from a penalty. They got a penalty that VAR checked, a handball that no one knew about. Saliba kicks my man. They didn't give it, no problem. Brighton should have had a penalty. They've came out and said, you know what? We should have gave the penalty for against Saliba. For Everton, we should have gave the penalty against Martinelli on Wiffer for Brighton. And then they've just came out and said they should have gave the penalty against Declan Rice against Chelsea. And they won 1-0 against all them teams. Crazy when you look at it. So it is where it is, man. This is what's going on. They're the only fan base that cries about this so much. So I had to bring it to everyone's attention to say, look at this. They're crying. But no one ever makes a big deal out of it. But look at that. 3 VAR mistakes that have benefited Arsenal in their title bid. That would have been 6 points off them. City's 9 points behind. Crazy. Crazy. Garnacho, Chelsea fans are obviously, he's the leading suspect. He's been hit with this. Obviously, the team's been leaked and he's the leaking suspect. Not even the leaking suspect. They're all saying Garnacho. It's crazy. But that's all the news, my people, man. I'll be here after the Champions League games with a 10-minute update of all the Man United news. Whatever comes out from now till then, I will obviously have it here for you lot. So make sure you lot smash the likes, man. Subscribe if you're new. We're here every day, man. Peace, my peoples.
Someone celebs, pull up loco. You know we are next, pull up mobos. They don't be there on repeat, they're like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. But for now, I'm loco. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud, I'm more loud.